What's everybody? Just kidding. That's so dumb. That's what my stupid husband would say. But guess what? He's not here. I am. And you know what I'm going to do? He doesn't even realize. We are having a huge YMH merch store sale, okay? We're coming out of the closet. Pull your jeans up as high and tight as they can possibly be. This will be your last chance ever to get the designs like the cool mom hats. Hello, that's my favorite. Park Closer, which was such a good time on YMH. Fed Smoker, Hate from YMH shirt, and all the other designs. Guys, they're not coming back. This is it. Last call. So go to store.ymhstudios.com right now. All right, are we ready, mommies?
We're ready.
Okay.
You call that dude mommy?
I've called them all mommies.
You do?
They're my mommies, yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Welcome to your mom's house.
What's everybody? Just kidding. I don't say that. That's stupid, Tom. And he's not here. He's out filming a movie. I am Christine, and co-hosting today with me, I'm so pumped to have Mr. Ron White. Everybody, clap for Ron White, the greatest.
Thank you for the clapping.
I love you.
Oh, well, I love you too.
Who pushed the microphone closer to your beautiful face?
All right, here we go.
How have you been? What's new? What's your summer?
I just got back from vacation. Went on a great vacation with my girlfriend. And
Who's this girlfriend?
we started seeing each other about 6 or 7 months ago, and she's perfect for me because I'll be 69 years old in December, and she'll be 70 in 23 years. And so
I just did it, man. That's perfect.
yeah, right.
That's
So right there, you know, we're right there, sort of.
Yep.
And beautiful, smart girl.
Yeah.
She's head of HR for some private equity group, and
She's smart.
bombshell.
Nice.
Bombshell.
What kind of broads do you like?
Bombshells.
Bombshell. Like, what are you into? Boobs, butts? What are you?
Well, you know, it's if you looked at all of them and, individually, there's quite a mix there, you
Sure.
know. Face, you know, I like a woman with a beautiful face.
Yes.
I'm not into big fake tits.
Yeah.
But you know, she's probably the prettiest one ever that I've ever been with. And
Really?
I've been with some cutie pies.
You sure have.
But my last girlfriend was older than me. She was 70, and so she ended up moving back to California. And the other ones have been pretty close to my age. She's the youngest one. She's 49, I guess, is the way it works out. How
That's
old are you?
my age.
I know, perfect. That's what I was thinking about.
God, so perfect. Well, all right. Well, maybe don't tell anybody when Tom dies.
Yeah, I know. Well,
What do you think?
I think it's a match made in some sort of celestial space. I'm not calling it heaven.
Yeah.
But it's celestial.
It is. It is, my friend. You know, when I had cancer, my husband brutally brought in my replacement and called her New Christine, which I thought was rather rude. And this could be New Tom.
Who could?
Right here.
Right here. Right here. Who was the new Christie?
She sucks. It's like some pig. Look at her. She's all brains, no brawn.
Oh, I know her, don't I? Yeah, something like that. Something like that would.
Blech, gross.
Gross.
All
That is gross.
Fit and young and pretty. Well, whatever. Listen, I've prepared such a special show for you. I'm just thrilled that you're here. Why don't we start with the opening clip, okay? This one is just for you.
Your lunch is ready.
That was an elephant yawning. Wasn't it? That wasn't even a fart.
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Don't mom in the fucking stand! Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina P.
welcome to your mom's house.
Bombshell.
You like it?
Oh, yeah.
New Tom. Can't wait.
You can't wait for Tom to die?
Yeah. I'll take care of you, Ron White. When the time comes,
I need taken care of.
I'll wipe your ass when the time comes. Hold on, I got one more.
Christina, it's lovely to see you. And welcome everybody to your mum's house. It's coffee time. Christina, can you believe it's your first podcast without Tom? I know. Let's put the kettle on and celebrate with a strong black coffee. Best drink of the day.
There you go. Catherine Can, thank you so much for the shout out. This is my friend in England, Catherine Can.
Yeah. Big old natties.
Huge natties.
Speaking of natties.
She better get those looked at. Now, what do you think of the fart sandwich? Would you still eat that sandwich?
You know, I got to tell you, if she had shit on that sandwich, I would have taken a bite off the other end of it. But
That's what I'm talking about.
But probably not that one end. But the one with the shit on it, I would eat. But the regular sandwich, I don't care for. That's an egg salad, or I don't know.
Well,
what
let's see. I was going to look at that because I'm curious what kind of
Your
sandwich.
lunch is ready.
That's probably 75 million views on TikTok, right?
And here you are honing an act.
I'm trying too hard.
Way too hard. That looks like, I'm going to guess, a pork rind sandwich.
You think those are pork rinds or eggs?
Oh, I think they're pork rinds.
Oh.
It could be eggs, spicy deviled eggs.
Why would you eat a pork rind sandwich?
I don't know. Maybe it's like a fart fetish thing.
You think
Maybe
it
it makes you
creates
fart.
gas? Well, the thing is that there's no carbs in pork rinds, and that's the only reason people eat them at all. I think is there's low carbs but there's carbs in that bread.
Oh,
and now the whole thing's starting to make not make that much sense. But
I got you, babe. Oh, listen, I have some official YMH business to get into before we proceed.
okay,
Now, many years ago, Tom banned something that I loved on this show, and it really broke my heart, Ron. And so many of the listeners, the devoted fans, the mommies, loved this thing, and then Tom cruelly took it away, ripped it from us, from our world, from the fabric of our lives. And now I am here. I am back. I am restoring YMH to its former glory, to its greatness, if you will. And I have a massive announcement. That's right. Chips in a bowl. And
that's what Tom ripped away from the.
oh, you'll see. This is just me getting to the announcement. It's a cat eating kibble. That's such a good sound, right?
What is it?
It's a cat eating kibble. Do you have a cat?
No,
You got to get a cat. It's the sweetest sound in the world.
cat eating kibble. That sounds like an elephant yawning. What is it with this show?
It's stupid. It's just fun. Here it is. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hold on. This is what was ripped away, and I will restore to its former glory, its greatness. Everybody, behold the fart mic. You can clap. Go ahead. The fart
The
mic.
fart mic.
It's back.
So is
You're welcome, world. You're welcome.
now. So it was a thing at one time, and how's it smell? It was a staple on the show, and
Yeah. So what happened was.
then Segura, who I've never liked.
No.
And
Boo.
he just ripped it right out of your life.
He took it away, and this was something that was so beloved, you know.
It
and because we used to.
That was the pole holding up the tent, and Tom yanked it.
Cruelly.
Wow.
Because we would record the show after lunchtime back in California, and we would often have Mediterranean food, hummus, falafels of that nature, and then we'd be so gassy. And I said, gosh, I wish there was a microphone that could pick up these farts. And we did it, and then Tom got disgusted for some reason. What a prude. Not like you. You would eat the sandwich that I take a shit on.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, I would be part of it.
Thank you.
The good, whatever the good part is, I would eat that.
Yeah, okay. So just if you have to fart at any point during the show, you let me know and I'll hand you the fart mic.
I'm not going to do it.
Ron.
I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to back my ass up to this mic and fart right in it.
That's
and
my man.
That's why they, you know what? These are changeable. That's a filter, right? So you can change that filter if it gets clogged up with whatever spray.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to drop trowel when I do it too. It's not going to be coming through these jeans. It's going to be fresh. Oh,
that's so exciting.
Like Matthew McConaughey's tuna salad fresh. That's.
Have you ever tried to list every financial account you have? Like all of them, old 401ks, investment apps, property. Half the time, I forget what I even signed up for. And that's the scary part. If you're not paying attention, you can be leaving serious money on the table without even knowing it. That's why I started using Monarch Money. It's fantastic. It's a one-stop shop. It's so easy to use. It pulls everything, bank accounts, retirement accounts, investments, all of it into one clean dashboard. No spreadsheets, no switching between a million apps. I realized I had way more cash just sitting around than I thought, and I wasn't saving as much as I should have been. You can even share your dashboard with your partner or your financial advisor. No guessing, no awkward convos. It's been a game changer. Don't let financial opportunity slip through the cracks. Use code YMH at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code YMH. This episode is sponsored by Helix. Let me tell you, once I got my Helix mattress, it was like night and day. I didn't realize how much my old bed was messing with my sleep until I actually slept through the night without tossing and turning. No more waking up hot, no more back pain, and honestly, no more guilt about never replacing that old mattress. Helix made it easy to find the right one with their sleep quiz. And it shipped straight to my door. I felt the difference immediately, but it really showed up in my sleep tracking. I'm finally getting deep sleep again, and it's made a huge difference in how I feel all day. I mean, I used to wake up with back aches, and then you wake up blazing hot and everything. And I'm also a side sleeper, and Helix can customize your bed so that you can sleep on your side comfortably. Can you believe that? If you're tired of waking up tired, then you've got to try Helix. Go to helixsleep.com/YMH. Get 20% off site-wide. That's helixsleep.com/YMH for 20% off site-wide. helixsleep.com/YMH. Do you beef in front of your girlfriends? What's your policy?
What? If we're in bed at night and I'm tired, I'll try to get away with it. She's not big on it. So I try to, I've always been kind of a don't fart in front of women thing.
Yeah.
But, if you're exhausted, and you're like, oh, she's asleep. And then, oh, Ron. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. I'm an old man.
Well, you're a man's man.
Yeah. Oh, am I?
Yeah, you just rip farts, do whatever you want.
Burp. I don't care. So, can I tell you about our vacation?
I would love to hear about your vacation.
Okay, it was a surprise. Number one, she didn't know where we were going. I was gonna go up to this mountain house in Colorado that a friend of mine owns, and a guy had a fucking stroke in Africa, and he's still to this day, like a month later, in Cape Town. Not good.
Don't go to Africa.
And so I'm like, I'm not gonna call there. He hadn't spoken in days, and I'm like, tell him to blink twice if the code is, that seems so insensitive. And I really do care about the guy. And I joke about it, and so we couldn't go there. So I had to and she took time off work. So she's got vacation and time. I got a light summer. I can do whatever, whatever. And so I just started looking around, and my niece she was really good at finding cheap cruises for her and mother to go on when my mother was alive. And she's a NASA engineer, so she's smart anyway, but she knows how to do this.
A what engineer?
She worked for NASA. Now she runs a big...
I thought you said she's an ass engineer.
No, NASA. And I'm so proud of her. She's
that's so smart
and wonderful. And
God damn.
But so she finds this there's a river cruise that leaves out of Paris that's parked right by the Eiffel Tower. So she doesn't know where we're going, and she doesn't want to know. She's excited about not knowing. I told her what the temperature would be and what to pack for, and she's okay. I'm in. So on the way to the plane, don't tell her. Shut your eyes. Okay. Wow. And so we get all the way there, and then right when we're landing, we're landing in Paris. And so
hold on, do you fly private or commercial?
No, I don't fly.
To Paris.
To Paris.
Okay, just I'm just trying to see what my future looks like.
No. It's nice, but it isn't private. No. You can't just fart. Yeah. You can.
You can.
You can. It's ventilated. That stuff goes out somewhere. It's a must, right? So anyway, we get there, and then there's people from the Viking people are there, and they take us over to this river cruise, and we have a suite with a balcony, not big, but as big as they get there, except for 2 on the back that were gone, and it was cancellation. Whatever, we were on it. Now I have weed and edibles and mushrooms, and I'm on vacation, right? And I'm ready to go. And I could see when I looked at the boat, I'm like, this could be iffy on the pot smoking thing because of the way it's designed, just 200 people. But I've always been, let's see what I can get away with, and then go from there, right? And that's practical. So I got those little dags, so I'm going out there, I'll just shut the door, smoke some pot, and see what I can get away with. And then, and if I get accused of it, I'll just deny it and I'll quit doing it, and I'll just either go on the top or figure out something that works.
Yeah.
And so day 2, I get a call from this guy that's the hotel manager, and he says, I got to come talk to you. And I know what it's about, So I said, yeah, sure, come on down. Big, tall Belgian dude, older than me, nice as he could be, real diplomat. And before I could even deny it, because he said, you can't smoke pot in this room, and I didn't. I smoked pot out there. He said, what you need to do is smoke pot out there with the door shut or up on top of the boat. And I'm like, this guy means me no harm.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, listen, thanks a lot. That's where I was smoking it, but I wasn't that careful about keeping the door shut. I'll be more careful. He goes, go, great. We shook hands. We're best friends. He said, I know who you are. I looked it up, and so we're happy you're on the boat. And I'm like, okay, great. Next day, our boat pulls up to a dock, and the dock is right by my balcony. I mean, I'm sitting there, and that's the dock right there. So I'm like, well, this might not work, but I'm going to see what I can get away with. So I light a joint, and I realize we're not moving, so the pot smoke's just billowing right there, and I'm like, this doesn't work. So I put out my joint, and I'm like, I'll just smoke it off the boat because you're at a different little thing every day or whatever.
Yeah. And it's Europe, like they're cool with weed, right?
Yeah. France, not so much as Belgium, but or Amsterdam, Netherlands, whatever they're calling it, Holland. So anyway, at 6:30 that night, I get a call from the guy, and he goes, "The captain wants to talk to you." And I said, "Do I know what it's about?" And he goes, "Yep." And I'm like, "Okay." It's about 6:00 at night. And they knock on the door, and he had come in the room, but they didn't want to come in the room. And the captain takes this really aggressive tone with me, and I don't know if he's German or what his accent was exactly, but it was a little harsher.
Yeah.
But he said, "You've been smoking pot in your room, and that is against the rules of the Viking cruise people." And he was real barky at me. And I said, "Hey, listen, dude, I've been smoking pot exactly where that guy told me to, which is on my balcony." He goes, "I think you smoked pot in your bathroom, and then it got into the ventilation system and blew it into the hallway." And I'm like, that is a conspiracy theory that you just made up, and you also called me a liar in the process. Meanwhile, it's escalating. He's getting louder. I'm getting louder.
No.
And people are going to dinner, and it's just 200 people, and there's 2 things. They seat them all at once. And there are people walking down the hall. We're in my hallway, and this guy's dressing me down, and it got no traction with me. And then the big guy's trying to calm us both down because it's starting to get into a fucking eye stare, what are you going to do? Because I'll tell you what I'll do. And so the big guy kind of gets it all back going in the right direction. And the guy softens up, and he goes, now at no point has anybody told me not to smoke pot on this boat. Nobody has. And the guy goes, well, perhaps if you smoked it on the top deck, I could look the other way. And I'm like, why didn't you open with that? Instead, you dress me down in front of all these people and make me look like a punk. And I said, I got to go to dinner. And I slammed the door in his face. And I was pissed. And if you want to talk to me man to man in my room, I'll own my part of it. And people vote in whether I'm right or wrong. I mean, I own my part. I was smoking pot where I wasn't supposed to. I was trying to get away with something, but that's just what I do. And so I was just figuring out the water here. And this guy just, what was unforgivable is he did it in front of people.
That's not very nice.
And this is Cocoon 3, right? This is old people all together. It is elderly.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I tell Angela, we got to get off this boat. And she goes, listen, the boat's in dock. It's going to be there till 7:30 the next night. So well, let's just walk into the town. We won't eat on the boat, which we hadn't anyway. We'll go into town, find a restaurant, have some dinner, come back, sleep, and we'll walk around the town. It's going to be here all day and decide what we're going to do. But we don't need to just walk off now. And I'm like, you're right. You're absolutely right. So we go do that. The next day we're walking around in town. Well, they had taken all the people on these buses over to Normandy, and I wasn't going to do that anyway. And we see two couples that we know, and both of them were like, what happened?
No.
Are you getting kicked off the boat? What was it, drugs? Was it? And I'm like, okay, we got to go because I won't get past it. And I didn't get past it anyway. I was like, tell me, I'll tell you, motherfucker. I'm in my bathroom by myself, just, I can't let it go.
Yep.
I just know how I am. So we decided to leave, and the big guy that I liked, he sends me and her a big plate of these Belgian chocolate strawberries that might be the best thing I've ever tasted in my life, and then a bottle of wine that had no alcohol, which was thoughtful because I don't drink, and a handwritten note apologizing for the way it was handled, and
from the guy?
No.
That's the problem.
That's exactly the problem. I didn't need him to apologize. He did nothing to me.
Need the German.
He was great. Yeah. Let's
that
just
fucking guy.
Anyway, whatever his name is.
We know what his name is.
It was just shitty. But and here's kind of the shitty thing. I was like, I'm not going to make this about Viking because it was whatever experience it was. It had a lot of good people working on the boat. And
That's a hard gigs too. Those people that work.
Yeah.
My God.
So I'm not going to go bash them because of the people, and it's a thing. I like it better than like a 7,000 people cruise, but not better than the Ritz-Carlton. So,
of course.
But then I wrote a complaint about the way this was handled to Viking Cruise, and they didn't say jack shit to me, not one.
Hold on, when did you write the complaint? When you came home or you're there?
As we're there, we write I chat GDP. I just got kicked, and they said, "Oh, here's what to do: call this number, do these things, make sure you document it all now." And so I did all those things, and which I wouldn't have done anyway. I would have threatened to do it, but never done it.
Sure.
Because that's how I am. I'll destroy you. And I do jack shit.
I just rehearse the confrontation in my head over and over again and give myself cancer. So go ahead. Yeah.
So anyway, we wrote it, and I meant them no harm. I just wanted them to know what happened. I mean, we walked off the boat.
So you left the cruise.
Yeah, we did.
So you packed your bags.
4 suitcases.
Where in North?
And what's the name
Paris?
of this town again?
So
we're outside of Paris.
Okay.
And we just went up to a restaurant and sat down. Hey, what are we going to do? But it's the world's my oyster. I'm on vacation. I have money, and we'll be fine. So we took a train back to Paris, and we found this sexy little boutique hotel.
Beautiful.
We had a swing in the room, and
a fuck swing.
Yeah, a little fuck swing.
You're kidding. What hotel is this? This is not the Ritz-Carlton.
No.
Different.
No, but
the
it's
Moulin Rouge?
5-star and not that far from Moulin Rouge, but it's a beautiful little place. What was it? La Adore. Paris La Adore.
Please look up the fuck swing. That's amazing.
Guys enter the room dick first. Blue Chew isn't just a tablet. It's a cheat code for your crotch. Stronger, harder, longer lasting. Like someone gave your downstairs a pep talk in a gym membership. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. There is nothing worse in this life than not being hard. Why go through life like that? I take Blue Chew like I take vitamins to start the day, just in case something might happen. Guys, this isn't about performance, this is about legacy or third leg-a-see. Give her group chat something to talk about. You know when you lay it down, they're going to talk about how it gets up. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at bluechew.com. And we got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get your first month of Blue Chew free. Just use the promo code YMH at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to bluechew.com for details and important safety information. And a big thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Yeah. So we had a great time just walking the streets. She had never been to Paris, and we were
gorgeous.
And so we had a great time there. And then actually, when I came home, Viking did call.
Okay.
But it was just a follow-up call that they always make to people that have been. They didn't even know I had left the boat. Just this lady was like, just making sure everything was fine. And oh yeah, there it is. That's my room right there.
God bless the French.
Yeah.
They really do not give a shit. Like,
no, and I'm telling you, that's nice service. I'm sure they'll appreciate this plug, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And
they'll clean your fuck swing and everything.
They got Lysol. They got all kinds of disinfectants. They got all kinds of things.
There it is. There's your fuck swing. That's amazing.
Yeah, that was my room right there, the black one. The other one, I never saw the pink one, but
Very
there was a little
elegant.
balcony out there.
Look at those floors. God, the French.
Yeah.
Now, so it doesn't sound like Viking has made amends with you, Ron. Is that accurate?
Well, you know what I called that woman. That woman just left me a message saying, "Just seeing how the cruise went. You know, you may still be on it, or I don't know. Well, anyway, we're just checking on you."
Didn't even
So
know.
I called back and I get a message and I tell her just a short version. We walked off the cruise after 4 days, and nobody's been curious why. And I'm going to start doing podcasts next week. So why don't you guys decide how that ends? And
well, I was going to say,
still, even she didn't call back.
oh my gosh.
And so I would suggest to Viking that they square some of that stuff off, because every once in a while somebody has a legitimate complaint. Now, I would imagine what happened was they called that captain and he wouldn't quit smoking pot in his room, Hitler or whatever.
Yes, of course.
And they go, well, if he did that, what are we going to do? You know, but I'm sure they didn't ask the nice guy that, was trying to make it all right
No.
and everybody have fun. And, it was a pricey little venture.
Of course.
And
you
but
lost your money.
It doesn't. Yeah, and it doesn't matter. That didn't matter. I wasn't that big on it anyway. It was not right exactly my thing. And
You smoke the pot on the boat. Is that how he sounded?
It's a little bit.
All right. I do not appreciate your sense of humor.
The guy was probably from Australia, and I just heard it wrong. But I wasn't really listening to his words as much as his tone.
Of
I'm like,
course.
this guy's being aggressive with me.
I'm not going to tell the mommies what to do, because when you rally YMH listeners around a particular cause,
Yeah.
you see results. Whatever you guys do, don't go to Twitter and don't tag. Are you on Twitter?
Yeah.
Ron White, and let Viking crews know how rude and dismissive they were to our friend Ron White. Do not allow him to smoke marijuana free on the boat. Okay?
You know what? If anybody would have just said that,
Yeah.
you really, seriously,
Yeah.
you cannot
You
smoke.
can't smoke weed on the boat.
on the boat.
Which
I would have found a place to smoke it.
Of course, but you were told by the guy where to smoke it.
Yeah, right. And I explained to that guy. I did. I'm just doing what I'm told here. I'm just trying to find a way to get along. I'm looking for boundaries, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want trouble.
You don't want trouble.
I don't want to get taken off of my frequent flyer program or my
Of course.
TSA and for.
Well, and let's be honest, it's a little bit of weed. It's not the end of the world. It's not like you're doing heroin or putting methamphetamines and selling it in the stores.
I did say something about his silly little captain hat, though. And, I was trying to control myself, and you could tell Angela, because she's with HR. Her jaw was dropped. She couldn't believe how he was talking to me.
Amazing.
And she knew it was going to go nowhere because she knows me. That's not the way.
No fucking way.
Not the way.
Well, you're a real man. Have you ever gone fist to blows with a dude? Have you fought?
Not at this age.
Not that, yeah.
That is something that just break off and fall on the ground.
That is wild that he was so disrespectful. And when I was 15, I did a carnival cruise, and a crew member gave my stepsister and I weed. So I was smoking out with the employees of the cruise ship.
Bingo.
So give me a fucking break that these
Right.
people aren't getting high after work or during work or whatever.
They didn't look like a big getting high group when I met them for
Nerds.
dinner, but they're just, some people don't want to be on those big boats with, some fat guy in a hot tub you don't know, and it ain't that appealing. So I think it works
sorry.
out. My mother loved them. I mean, that's why I went it anyway.
Because your mom knew Viking Cruise Line and trusted them.
Yeah, she took the one up to Russia. And
She did?
Yeah,
Did she like that one?
Loved it. She thought
I
it was
don't
great.
like the Russians. I don't trust them.
I wouldn't go today.
No.
That's for sure. But this was quite a while back that Mother took that little trip. But,
Reds. Yeah, she liked it.
But then Amsterdam was.
That's the best.
I just fucking loved Amsterdam. I've been there
course.
a few times, but we stayed in a big old fat hotel, and it was great. You go on those little boats and cruise around. Now they have one that's got a virtual reality thing to it. So every once in a while they'll tell you to put on these headsets, and then you see it 400 years ago.
That's cool.
Isn't that just neat? I don't know what that experience is called, but if you can bring that up, they'd only been doing it for 3 weeks. I saw it on TikTok.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, this is great. So, and if it's all the way around too. So if you all the way back, you see a dude with a pole pushing this thing, and his dog's in the front.
Nice.
And Rembrandt's over there. Hey, and he has some little jokes about.
And then dudes pissing into the canal. They
taking
love
a
to
shit
pee.
on the sandwich and throwing that in there. Right.
They love that in
Shit
Amsterdam.
sandwich.
A
River.
shit sandwich. Oh, I love it. You know what I like? And we just went to
that's it.
Amsterdam.
Golly, man, nobody's this good at my shop.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't have a shop. That's it.
What was I going to say? Oh, they have boats on the canal that people live on. Did you see those?
Oh, yeah, all over
That's
the place.
wild.
Yeah.
That would be fun, huh?
Yeah,
I could see
that's
you
a big
doing that.
Airbnb hustle too. I mean,
Sure.
they rent a lot of those out. But I thought about doing it, and I thought about what if it's all mildewy,
Oh, it's full of jizz, too. Just like comedy condos where just guys come on everything.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even eat the mayonnaise in the leftover from the
fuck that.
week before.
Listen, I know you're just on vacation. What do you think about this? Have you done this? This is in Brazil.
Calma aí. Vou voltar em você. Olha pra câmera.
Look at this woman.
Does she die later in this?
One only hopes. I wish we could see. I was waiting for her to fall.
Moral.
Can you imagine?
That would make a splat noise.
Let's see this. Let me read the. It says, this woman is visiting a very popular tourist attraction in Brazil known as whatever in Rio. She decided to climb down to a restricted zone where you need an experienced guide and proper equipment. She was not injured, but the video became viral after viewers reported this as dangerous and irresponsible.
But she just wanted it to go viral, right? And it did. So bingo.
She won. You can't live alone, Ron. Are you going to get married again?
I don't know.
Think? How many times have you been married so far?
I'm not sure. If you count that tall girl, what was her name?
The tall girl.
Yeah, real tall. Beth or I can't think of her name, but
Yeah.
that was real brief, and I don't know, 3 or 4, something like that.
3 or 4 at this point. Oh wow, you got to do prenups now, right? You've got to be doing that.
Well, absolutely, but there was a prenup on the last one, and not my last girlfriend, but the last girl I was actually with, and that prenup didn't mean shit.
Seriously, what state did you get divorced in?
Well, it's real complicated. We got divorced in California.
That's why.
But there was anyway, it's a long
Sounds like a good story.
This, half an hour. We were gonna get a prenup, and I spent a lot of money on this wedding in Dallas, which is where she was from, and 250 or 350 people. Rented an entire hotel with a French restaurant and a 19-piece band from New York, and it was but when we got there, she hadn't signed those papers.
Shut up. So you're telling me she shows up to the wedding
Well,
like
a
day
couple of
of.
days before. So we go down. I'm like, hey, we got to get this. It won't be valid. It's got to be done before that. Her lawyer, my lawyer. So I'm like, okay. Well, we got 350 people coming tomorrow. Wow. So we're not gonna. We'll just go ahead and do this, but we're not gonna sign these. We're not gonna sign a marriage license. There's no marriage license,
Smart.
and we didn't live in Texas, and in California, there's no common law. You can live with somebody 100 years.
Is that right?
Yeah, but if you don't have a contract with them, if you do have a contract, you got a contract. But if you don't, you don't.
It explains how my dad got away with living with broads for so long.
Yeah.
Not marrying them.
And so then we ended up getting a divorce. And
Wait, hold on. Back it up. So she shows up. She hasn't signed these papers yet.
Yeah.
Why is she telling you the reason? She's like, is she giving you the whole, well, we're going to be together forever, so why sign these papers? I love you. We love each other.
I don't think she liked the numbers on it.
Oh, okay.
And she didn't really talk a lot about it. Anyway, she was an entertainer also, and I was pretty crushed out on her. But I'd been beat up in court before, so by brutal divorce attorneys. Everything has gotten better in the world except divorce attorneys, and it's 1860, and they got you in an alley beating your ass with a stick, and there's nothing you can do about it except fucking pay them, and love them. And so I said, okay, we're going to have basically a mock wedding. We're going to go through all this stuff. We had an aerialist.
No, what's that?
An aerialist.
What is that?
It's like somebody at a Madonna show that wraps around in
that fucking thread.
ribbons.
That's so hard to do. Wow, these broads have strong thighs. I could never do this. Okay,
well, it was a chick, and she toured with the Broadway show, so these were just some of the dancers that were in the show.
That's six figures at least,
she was a singer, so it's that party?
The aerial dancer, that's expensive.
She was free.
Oh, she was free. Okay.
Yeah, she was a friend, and why we had her? I mean, I saw a 40-foot boom when I walked in this room. I'm like, we don't need a 40-foot boom, and I mean, it made this movie that all showed up in court. That was all it was for. It was for court, and anyway. And so we go through the procedure of it. We have dancers. We have, and all I was supposed to do was to write my vows and learn how to cha-cha. And so 30 minutes before the wedding, I'm like,
yeah.
And so anyway, we have the life and living in Montecito, and we decided to get a divorce. And
how long did you stay together before you decided to divorce?
That was from that point on. We were together for quite a while, for 8 or 9 years.
Oh, that's a good one.
And but 3 years we were after that ceremony. So I don't think she understood there was no common law marriage in California. That's what I think. And because I was surprised to find out. And I didn't know it either. But once I found out, I wasn't going to chump her. I said, I'll give you this amount of money by Friday, and you don't have to ever work again. And she's like, ooh, no, I want way more than that. I want a lot of money.
Hold on. Wait, what point is this at the divorce she's saying that to you?
Yeah, right after I tell her that I'm gone.
So she never signs the papers?
Which ones?
The initial prenup papers. Does she ever sign them?
No, she never signs them, but there's no marriage license either, and
so
we
it's
don't
not
live in
valid.
Texas.
Got
So
it.
anyway, they convinced this fucking California judge who did not like me that because we lived we came to Texas on a tour bus with 2 bathrooms. That's a home.
No.
And we technically did live in Texas, and which is all complete and total bullshit. I mean, my assistant, she goes, "Well, technically, guess I'm married to the bass player from Poison." Because
Right.
I hopped on that bus for a few days, and I mean, it was just a horrible decision. And then it went into. So, but anyway, yeah, there'll be something that recognizes what's happened already, and to whatever. So I mean, that's just a fact of nature. And then I hope it works. I mean, I hope the relationship works.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep doing this. I'm just, I really am getting old, and I don't want to get old by myself. And I love women, I really do. And
I believe you.
I do.
A lot of male comics, I think, hated their mommies, and so
I love my mom.
Oh, you loved your mother.
Yeah.
I know. And you know something? I would never make you learn the cha-cha before the stupid wedding. I'll never do that.
Yeah.
Do that to you.
Well, it was a big part. It was a lot of
Stupid. Don't you hate when people do that stupid shit?
Oh,
Like
I got mad. I was
choreographed
mad at
dances?
the whole thing,
Yeah,
because her and her
stupid.
sister were doing it, and I gave them a budget, and boy, they blow that out of the water. And I'm walking around looking at this stuff, going, I should ask more questions, as I go through life,
Yeah.
and see what's going on. Now, it was fun, and I love the pictures from it because a lot of my friends are dead, and I can go back and look at them, and
Yeah.
and we were all younger and prettier, and but I was nuts about all of them at one time, and I was sure nuts about her. Great singer, you never know what life's going to bring.
You never know. That's the fuckery of it all, right? You can't. The human heart. We can't help ourselves.
It wants what it wants, and
Yeah.
so it was. It was funny because I was dating her brother. I wasn't dating her brother. Her brother's a really good friend of mine, and I'd known her forever. So I knew her whole family, and he didn't like it. He didn't like it one bit. And I was talking to Charlie Baracola, who's a comic out of North Carolina, and he goes, "I'll hold my sister down and let you fuck her if you'll give me Alex's dates." Okay, that's the funniest thing I've heard this year.
Jesus Christ. Well, look, I hope that this girlfriend is wife number 5 and that she takes care of you in your old age, because you don't want this type of shit to happen.
Whoa. Oh, what exploded?
Let's see
It
that
didn't
again.
even look like a dangerous thing she was doing.
What's she
Is she
doing?
dead?
She's heating up a canteen.
Oh, she's that had some blast force. That set her back a little bit.
What is she doing there? Do you guys know?
It looks like a jar of pasta sauce or something, like a glass
Oh,
jar.
she's
shit.
canning. She's canning whatever. She's
That's
canning.
right. For the winter.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. Yeah, it's splattered everywhere too. I imagine the glass is everywhere. That's kind of cool, right? What do you think? Is that funny or is sad?
That fucking hilarious. I mean, look at that. You can tell it wasn't staged. Look at all the sauce all the
it's
way up the
amazing.
cabinet and on the ceiling.
It's amazing. Here, look at this. Did you see this one? This took place in Amsterdam, speaking of. Oh my God. It's so...
Hanno atteso l'uscita del personaggio
Was,
di Sara.
Quando
che
l'ho
hanno fatto del
piaciuto,
fuoco.
Was that a special chair that
Incurante.
they weren't supposed
Was
to
it?
sit in?
Hold on, I'll read it to you right now. That's what you guys did when you got off your Viking cruise. That's Ron White and his girlfriend.
Boom.
Okay. Tourists are unnamed. The artist is Nicola Bola, who was inspired by Van Gogh to create this piece. The chair was covered in hundreds of Swarovski crystals. And as the tourist went to pose for a picture, he fell back and broke the chair. The tourist later fled the museum. Oh no, this took place in Italy.
I think you should have. I think they could have caught him. He didn't look like he was going to fled too fast. Do you think he was?
Fuck no, they didn't catch it. Look at that, dude. You know what's so stupid? I could totally see myself doing something this stupid.
You could?
For fucking sure. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you and me walking through the museum, we're a little loose, we're having some laughs, and I'm like, hey Ron, watch this. I'm gonna fucking sit on the chair, dude.
Crunch. Let's get out of here.
It's so fun. All right, what about, oh, where is this? This one's cool. Speaking of fatsos.
Does your belly touch your steering wheel while you're driving? In the center of the steering wheel, there's an airbag, which may explode in your direction in order to protect you if you're in an accident. But if you're sitting too close, it could actually really hurt you. It's your favorite fat queer automotive educator, and some steering wheels can be adjusted. They're typically called telescopic steering wheels. Adjust the steering wheel and seat to find a position that's safe to drive in with as much distance.
What are you feeling?
If she lost weight,
yeah,
she wouldn't have anywhere to stick her cell phone while she was while she was driving. I use every once in a while when I was bigger, I would use my fat roll as just a place to stick something for a minute, like the cap of a pen, stick it in a fat roll. She could store some stuff in this, but if she lost a lot of weight, she'd be like, I don't know what to do with this bottle cap.
You need pockets and stuff, and they don't put pockets in women's clothing. When I had huge tits, I used to store stuff on top of my tit shelf, like when I'd be eating, because it was so big, and I could rest stuff on my tits. Or I
like an otter.
Exactly like an otter.
You just sit there and just crack shells and eat them with your little hands.
It was perfect. Yeah, there she goes, Fatso. Oh, there I am. There's me eating my snacks.
Except it's Ruffles.
That's Ruffles. Yeah, I like Ruffles. There you go. Here, is this what you do in your house when you're alone?
Well, he's kind of a nimble little minx, isn't he? I mean, I couldn't do that.
No.
There's a little bit of whip in that.
No. Listen to him breathing, too.
Yeah. I think about 45 seconds would be the distance for him, right? That'd be about the end of it.
Well, I'm always amazed when I see really fat people that are in shape. Like, I don't get it. Like, why are they still fat? If he can do that shit for hours, like, what's the deal?
Yeah, I saw a fat drummer the other day. I'm like, how do you... It's such an active thing to do. And he was so good, he had to do it all the time to be good at something like, that. And I guess just
eat too much.
Chomp.
That's the problem. That's why I liked being on the Ozempis, is because I wouldn't chomp. But then again, I wouldn't exercise either. And I wouldn't take a shit. That's the trifecta problem with the Ozempis. Can't take a shit.
Yeah, I struggle. I'm on Ozempic.
Do you shit?
I can get pretty packed up, but I got another product. I got a shelf full of shit I got to take just to keep it all moving and going. And
yeah, man.
And but then I swear I've never looked this bad before. It's something about I look like Willie Nelson. I look like I'm 91 years old, and I'm not very old. 68.
That's the fun part about aging is you think you look great, and then you catch yourself in a monitor or a clip of yourself, and you're like, oh
Jesus
my
Christ,
God!
Oh, why does anybody fuck me ever?
Does anybody love me? I'm so fucking unlovable. Ugh, horrible. All right. Oh, I was gonna say, have you done this with chicks? Since you're a pretty experienced lover, I don't know if you've ever done this.
No, but I would.
It's energy sex.
Do you have to have him come over and do it, or are they teaching other people how to do it? I mean, because I think my girlfriend and I are quite active.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. I imagine you require a lot of sexual activity.
Well,
that's when I'm a little nervous when I marry you after Tom dies. I'm not so sure I can keep up with your needs.
I like to bang. I tell you what, I do. And so you'll have to, bite a piece of wood or whatever it's.
Bite a piece of wood? Could you buy me a strap or something?
No,
wood. Come on.
It depends on how you do in the divorce. Oh, Tom's dead. You have it all. You have it all.
I don't need your money.
Oh, that's right.
This is a love match now. I don't need your shit. I got my own shit. Wait, now how many are you banging every day? Walk me through your needs.
And
that's just the beginning.
She's gonna kill me for even saying this.
She's not listening to this. She can't. She's not listening. She doesn't know who the show is.
Yeah, nobody is except a couple of mommies and at least twice a day, and some days 3 times a day.
For how long? Okay, this is the beginning of your relationship, so that's when it's hot.
Yeah, right.
I get that. Now, are you telling me
I'm talking about yesterday?
Sure, but like in 2, 3, 5 years from now, is it still going to be 3 times a day?
No, I mean it won't.
God.
But for those first few years, you're going to have to bite the wood. And I don't mean give bad head either. And
okay, so I have to. We got to do everything. Everything's on the table with you, or
anal,
what are we? Anal.
Yeah.
Buddy,
you just made a horse noise.
I know. You're stressing me out.
You sound like a pony.
I'm sweating already. I don't know if I could do that.
No, nothing's on the table. Whatever you want to do.
Anal. I can't do anal. I can't do anal. Hold on. Tom wants to chime in. Hold on. He's calling in.
Why don't you show him your tits right now? You need me here. That's what you need. You need me here.
Oh, my God.
That's
the fuck was that? I think that's good podcasting.
It's my husband telling me I'm doing a bad job.
No wonder you like me so much. I'm nicer to you.
I know. He's so hurtful. Anal. Wow. Okay. Every day, anal? No. That's a sometimes treat, right?
Birthdays and anniversaries.
Oh, that's a nothing burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking. You got any weird kinks
Just
I got to know about?
Bite the wood. They've got Novocaine, I think, for something. I don't know.
Here, listen. I don't know if you like this place.
You have nothing to lose when you come to Cracker Barrel, but everything to gain. There's so many things you can gain from Cracker Barrel. Great food, great hospitality heroes, great ambassadors, great managers who will be there for every need you have. So remember, you can never go wrong when you go to Cracker Barrel. Make Cracker Barrel your dining choice. It's America's #1 choice. Go to Cracker Barrel and celebrate. You can't go wrong.
Well, has he convinced you?
Well, I didn't really need convincing because early in my road days, when Cracker Barrel was new, and there weren't very many of them, they're still a good fucking breakfast.
So fucking good.
Yeah, and but even back then, it seemed like it was just Waffle House, which I like.
Yeah, I like Waffle House.
And but I would see I wouldn't know they were coming because I didn't know where they were. I'm just out on the road going to Hillsborough, some state.
Yeah.
And they were mostly in Tennessee, I think. And I was like, oh, I remember one time I'd just eaten the shitty meal and I saw a Cracker Barrel sign. I threw up in the bathroom and went in there so I could eat again. And I didn't have a lot of money.
That?
I had no money, but but yeah, I did.
Because you wanted to eat a proper meal.
I wanted to eat that Cracker Barrel, that breakfast sausage, that hash browns with the cheese.
Bro.
I mean, I'm a walking commercial.
It seems like there's not enough hours in a day, but I want to let you know one thing. There's enough hours to go to Cracker Barrel. You can go to Cracker Barrel any time of day. At 7 o'clock we open. We have great breakfast, dinner, and lunch. We have so many great desserts.
We have a puking booth.
And if you want to find something,
you're like the Greeks. That's what the Greeks would do. The vomitoriums. They enjoyed eating so much that they would eat, puke, and then eat again. Now, if I didn't have,
they wouldn't eat puke. They would eat, comma, puke,
eat vomit, children,
and then start over,
and then fuck yeah. So that's always been my fantasy. If I didn't have a puke phobia, because sometimes you eat a meal on the road and you're so fucking angry that you consumed that You know, you're so disgusted and you're like, God damn it. I've wanted to do that, to vomit and then go somewhere good, but you've lived my dream.
Yeah, in a gas station bathroom. I lived your dream.
Live small.
Of throwing it. But I tell you what they did do.
Sure.
I was in, because we stop at them all the time, you know, tour bus, room for the bus out back, and my crew. And but this time it was just me and my bus driver for some reason. And they came in, they handed me a ticket with 0 written on it. And they said, we have a policy, when entertainers come, we pick up their tab. And then they handed my bus driver a bill for $14. And I'm like, what is this, like a Feed the Rich program?
I know, that's not cool.
We've decided who really doesn't need it the most.
I know.
And just give them some food. I know. Well, what a weird way to be, you know?
That is true. When I was poor, companies weren't sending me boxes of cosmetics.
Nobody gets free shit like rich people.
I know.
And the first time I heard somebody say that, it was Jeff Foxworthy's brother, as Jeff was unwrapping a brand new hunting rifle that would have been $3,000 that his brother could have never dreamed of, you know, of getting. But it's true.
I know.
The stuff they send Rogan, man, you could open a store and live like a king, just reselling his stuff that he genuinely doesn't want. You know?
I mean, I try to be, I give stuff away a lot to people, you know, try to be cognizant of that. Oh, but then some people are so good at sending swag. Do you know who Mr. Beast is? The famous YouTuber?
That gives away money. And
he gives away money, and my kids absolutely love Mr. Beast. So shout out to Mr. Beast, because he will send us boxes of the Feastables and all that stuff, and my kids just go nuts.
Oh, and nobody needs more than your children.
They're so poor and
oh wow,
unfortunate children. Yeah. So, but I mean, that's cool, right? Hold on, I have to show you one more thing. I'm so excited about this. Have you heard about?
Now, what
sure,
made
baby.
you think? What is this guy entering a contest of who can say the most nice shit about? I mean, 'cause about Cracker Barrel? Is that what that was? Because that wasn't a professional commercial of any kind.
No, but here's the thing: does he work there because he's got the apron and the colors on?
Is one of the stars falling off? I don't understand. Or is that all? That's all part of the apron. I thought he was holding a mug.
It's so funny.
But okay, I got it. I understand it all now.
I love Cracker Barrel. And then they sell you the Christmas ornaments and all the shit in the store, and oh, it's so good. Can't go
Yeah,
wrong.
and they've always got a really good root beer in that ice by the right by the podium, little preacher stand. And
good shit. I like the tchotchkes too, on the wall. You know.
I used to rent books from them because you could rent books on tape and then play them on your way to the next Cracker Barrel and then turn them in and get a new book.
Stop it.
For like $3 or something. Yeah, no, that was my whole existence. I had a big custom van and I was just, my son was like 2.5 and he's in a play school car seat right next to me. I fought for joint custody, but I mean, there are times you don't need 50, percent, because I was so shocked that they just gave them to me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, here you go,
rare.
2.5-year-old baby. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I've been gone for 2.5 years that he got to be 2.5.
Wow.
And, but we made it fine. I would take him to comedy clubs and hand him to a waitress and just, don't give him any beer. I'll be back in 45 minutes.
That's amazing.
That's just, he actually, one time he goes, he was about 4. And so we've been doing it for a while. And we're at this club, and I said, okay, we got to go to the club. And he goes, Dad, because every once in a while it was cute to bring him on stage and get some laughs. And he goes, I want to go to the club, but I don't want to go on stage. I just want to sit in the green room. And I said, this club doesn't have a green room. And he goes, oh, it's a funny bone.
He fucking knew.
Yeah.
Wowzer.
Yeah,
wow.
He was already club hip.
That's so funny.
It's a funny bone.
That's true. You'd have to sit in like the office of the manager or something.
Yeah.
That fucking sucked.
Yeah,
or like
nothing new stapler to play with. Here, give him a stapler.
Poor servers are having to go around you to get into the showroom and stuff.
Everybody's in the way at the comedy club.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, my kids haven't done. I've showed them the inside of Mothership a little, but we've seen Tom when he'll do big venues like arenas, and we'll let them do the sound check where they like scream into the mic, and that's pretty cool. But that's special, though. I think that's really unique because it becomes normal for them. Because the kids don't even care that we're whatever doing what we do.
Yeah,
they don't give a shit. They just want you to love them.
That's all. That's all.
They don't think we're special.
And my son and I, well, you know, we're really close.
He's awesome. He turned out great, by the way.
Wonderful, wonderful human being. My favorite person, and we're all still friends. His mom lives in Bastrop, and and her husband, who's one of my favorite people in the world. You know, that's a big component of your life, is who's that stepdad going to end up being, and you know that contest I fucking won.
That's
because
great.
It couldn't have been somebody better than him. So I've always been real grateful, real careful with those relationships. You know.
Did your mother get remarried?
She did, and she was remarried for a long, long time. I mean, for I think like 30 years before he died, and then she just passed a year and a half ago.
I remember. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know you liked her a lot. You loved her.
So sad.
I know, buddy.
So sad, but you know, it's what you lose is part of your memory. You know, and you know, finding somebody that gives a fuck about your story. You know, besides your mother. So it was, and my father died really young, so 51.
He did? Well, how did he die?
He had all kinds of big health problems. He worked in a carbon black plant in the panhandle of Texas. Every day he'd come home just covered from head to toe with just this black powder.
That's fucking
wild,
dude.
And I'm sure it wasn't very good for you. And,
no.
And so, but you know, and his dad died at 61, so I'm 68, so which sounds kind of old when you start talking about their numbers, you know. But so far, I've outlived them all, and I feel great.
I was going to say, you've got like the lottery of genetics then. That's pretty great.
Yeah, mother was almost 90 and 89 when she passed, so you know, that's not too bad.
That's awesome.
You know, I have a few summers left.
Yes.
You know, that I'm maybe mobile or whatever. So I'm having a good time. I still love doing stand up more than ever, I think. And I think I'm better at it. Than I was. And I was always pretty good at it. But it just seems different now. You know, just having fun down at the mothership, and I don't do that back-breaking road stuff that Tom's doing. I did that for a long, long time. 140 cities, you know, and so I always did that because I thought it was going to end. You know, because that's what these things do, right?
Of
they
course.
come to a fucking screeching halt, and nobody gives a fiddler's fuck about you anymore. But for some reason, it just didn't quit, you know. And
babe, it's not for some reason. It's because you've always been masterful. Okay, I'm gonna blow smoke up your skirt a little bit.
I love smoke.
I know you do. But I
was setting you up.
I love you so much. I would study you when for many years I would just watch your old stand up and just watch your stillness. My God, I think you are the master at stillness. You know, you hold your cigar, back in the day, the whiskey glass, and you just set it up and you let the fucking pin out, and then boom. And it's really hard to cultivate that confidence and stillness. And I remember one time, I don't know if you remember, you said this to me in the green room. You go, Christina, if you're doing bad, slow down. If you're doing good, slow down. And that has stuck with me. You told me that maybe like 2 years ago, and I always remember it. How the fuck were you this confident and still?
You know, I've been doing this for 38 years, and I found out. I was talking about this, oddly enough, in the green room last night. because sometimes I'm Father Time up there, and the youngins that gather around, and I'll tell them stories by the fire. And, but I put on a character more early in my career, just because I didn't know. I thought I'll sound like Brother Luther, whatever the fuck, with a thicker accent. Like this isn't enough. And I just found over time that the closer I got to who I really am, the more they responded to what I had to say. And because anything that's not true to your nature is not interesting to me, but the absolute truth is very interesting. If you can get to it, if you can actually be who you really are. And so I'm Ron White over here. I just walk over here, and I'm just, if I can do that, and it's so hard just to let it all go and just be yourself. Now, at the same time, I'm doing a very planned show, right? So it looks like I'm just out there chatting, because I deliver it like I'm talking to one person. And,
yes, that is the essence of it too. That's the brilliance. Yep.
So, and also, I don't know another way to do it. I couldn't do what other comics do, but if I tried to, it would for sure be uninteresting because it wouldn't be my nature. And not that I say everything I say is true, not that anything I say is true, but I don't put on any pretense that I'm something other than what I am, basically, morally, actively, whatever, And quite frankly, I'm okay with it. And so I like myself fine.
Well, and just, so people do, I've gotten to know you a little bit personally in the last few years, and you are fantastic. You are actually, if you think he's cool on stage, he's even cooler off stage. Like, I just think you're fantastic, but you're right. And you know what I love best about watching your act is what a degenerate you are on stage. But it's hard for men to do it without coming across as gross or creepy, and you don't skeeve women out. It's almost endearing. You're like, oh, isn't that funny that he's a pervert? Like, that's so sweet. This guy's a total pervert. I love him. It makes somebody like you more.
It's
that's a real skill.
Yeah, the closing joke is horrible. I mean, it's a horrible visual, and and people just laugh at it like it's a regular joke, and women and men, and they're like, oh, it's so funny that he ass raped this 70-year-old woman while he was wearing skates or whatever.
Yeah,
it's an awful visual, and but boy, I get away with it. I don't, and
that's the best.
I don't know why but I think that even before that, I do say in my show that I love women my age, and I do. I find them interesting, and we like the same music, and right. And even Angela, I thought was too young for me, and but she's. There we go. I mean, what a catch.
Ron, do you like goth music?
Golf?
Goth music?
Goth?
You ever goth? Goth? You ever listen to The Cure? Bauhaus?
I know some Cure songs probably.
Okay. That'll qualify. Listen, I am so grateful that you're here. Do you have something to plug? What are you doing? You're on the road.
Hey, can you pull up the poster for that? Just out of curiosity.
I didn't even get to use my new fart mic this episode.
An Austin artist did that.
That's awesome.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah, I'm sad I couldn't do this. I got my surgery we record these things out of time, and I'm getting my boobs reconstructed very soon. So that's why we're doing all these episodes. I'm excited. Next time you see me, I'll have a whole new rack. I'll have a tummy tuck.
Are they going to use some your fat.
Use your belly fat to make tits, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. Thank God, right? I want tiny little French girl tits, not the big sloppers I had before.
Oh, you're going to be like 10 pounds lighter, right? You're going to be faster. You're going to be climbing trees.
Lighter. Still won't do anal. Okay. Also, check out the YMH merch store. We have so many items on sale right now. They're not going to last forever, guys. Once these are sold, we're not going to reprint them. So go ahead, check it out, try it out. Buy my lipsticks. I'm wearing a shade right now that I will be selling very soon in the coming months. And anything else, Ronway? Any closing thoughts?
Just maybe a little bit about because the flood, the reconstruction of the flood.
Yes.
I went down there the day before my vacation. I drove out to Hunt and to Ground Zero, right where Camp Mystic was, and don't. You will not be ready for what you see, and so that is going on, and it'll be going on for a long time. They're digging up cars that are 15 feet under gravel in this riverbed, and so encourage the people that are actually trying to physically help to continue to help, because it's going to be here for a long time, and a lot of them are volunteers. And so and you can stop the blame game. I'm telling you, I know what happened in this storm, and it's nobody's fault. And if it happened again, that would happen again, no matter what we did. So anyway, let it go. Find a way to help. And
Ron's got a phone call. We got to go. Donate money here, Kerr County Flood Relief Fund. And yeah, not a positive way to end the show.
No, it is. Let's let it be.
Why don't we do that?
Well,
Hold on.
Okay.
You know what? Let's go back to here. Let's go back here.
You have nothing to lose when you come to Cracker Barrel,
There you
but
go.
everything to gain. There's so many things you can gain
All
from
right, we
Cracker
got it.
Barrel.
28
Great
pounds.
food,
That's what I gained.
great
at Cracker
The
Barrel.
grits always
Oh,
kill it.
Come on, bring them on.
Great managers who
Oh, guys.
will be there for every
And of
need
course-
you have nothing
Oh,
to
shit.
remember. You can never go
No,
wrong
I'm off the
when you
rails.
go to Cracker Barrel. Make Cracker
Okay,
Barrel
I got-
your
I
dining
can't stop
choice.
him.
It's America's number one choice.
Oh, no.
Oh, they've taken
Oh,
over the
no,
studio.
Cracker Barrel. All right, this is a good time to end the show. Bye, bye.
We don't know what's going to happen next.
I am a fucking Jew. I certainly got something interesting in the mail today. Delta White, custom Mousepad. What's interesting about this Mousepad? I can now jerk off what's rolling all over your body. With the mouse, 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 with the mouse. Her pussy is yummy, her tits are fantastic. I certainly wouldn't mind tasting her magnificent ass. I paid $20 for this mouse pad. I'm going to be playing with it. Oh, fuck yeah! With the mouse, my tongue. With the mouse, my survivor. With the mouse, 100% kosher. With the mouse, and the mouse, fucking total mouse, mouse pad. With the mouse, oh, fuck the mouse.
White girl with a fat ass, thirst for moms only. I'm looking for a white girl with a fat ass. I'm looking for a white girl with a fat ass.
There's so many things you can gain from Cracker Barrel. Great food, great hospitality heroes. Go to Cracker Barrel and celebrate. You can't go wrong.